Hello, my dear students. Are you all happy at home? Hope you all are happy. Shall we rewind the previous class? Okay, so I'll ask you some questions. In the story, The Nightingale and the Rose, the author described the flight of the nightingale. So, how does the author describe the flight of the nightingale? Yes, the nightingale spreads its wings and soared high into the air. It passed through the grove like a shadow and sailed across the garden. My next question is, was the third rose tree able to give a red rose to the nightingale? No, very good. Why? Because the winter had chilled its veins and the frost had nipped its buds and the storm had broken its branches. So it had no red rose that year. How, according to the third rose tree, could the nightingale get a red rose? Yes, the nightingale should press its breast against the thorns and sing the whole night. Its lifeblood should flow into the veins of the rose tree. Then only the nightingale could get a red rose. Students, now let's go through the rest of the story. Are you ready? Okay, so all of you take your English text and take page number 142. Now, all of you read the first 4 paragraphs individually and find out the difficult words. Okay, hope you all read the text. Am I right? Did you identify the difficult words? Very good. Now, I'll give you a model reading. All of you listen carefully. Death is a great price to pay for a red rose, cried the nightingale. And life is very dear to all. It is pleasant to sit in the green wood and to watch the sun in his chariot of gold and the moon in her chariot of pearl. Sweet is the scent of the hawthorn, and sweet are the bluebells that hide in the valley and the heather that blows on the hill. Yet love is better than life. And what is the heart of a bird compared to the heart of a man? So she spread her brown wings for flight and soared into the air. She swept over the garden like a shadow, and like a shadow she sailed through the grove. The young student was still lying on the grass where she had left him, and the tears were not yet dry in his beautiful eyes. Be happy, cried the nightingale. Be happy. You shall have your red rose. I'll build it out of music by moonlight and stain it with my own heart's blood. All that I ask of you in return is that you will be the true lover. Students, now shall we go through the new words and their meanings? Okay, let's go. Pleasant means happy. Greenwood, a forest that is green with leaves. Chariot, a two-wheeled vehicle drawn by horses. Here you can see the picture of chariot. Scent, pleasant smell. Hawthorn, a type of small tree with thorns. Here you can see the picture of hawthorn. Bluebells, a plant of lily family with blue bell-shaped flowers. Here is a picture of bluebell. Heather, a low spreading bush with pink flowers. Students, did you see the picture? Yes, this is heather. Soar means fly high in the air. Stain, to give a new color. Hope you all understood the meanings of the difficult words. Am I right? Now I'll give you the explanation. All of you listen carefully. In the first paragraph, Nightingale cried and said that she need to sacrifice her life to get a red rose. Then she praised the life and nature, that life is dear to all. Then she is enjoying the nature and said that it is pleasant to sit in the green wood and to watch the sun and the moon. She also praised the fragrance of the flowers like hawthorn, bluebells, and heather. So, why did the nightingale think of sacrificing her life? Yes, the nightingale thought that love is better than life. It also believed that the heart of a bird is nothing compared to the heart of a man. Then she flew over the garden like a shadow. Where were the young student? Yes, the young student was lying on the grass and he was crying because he didn't get a red rose. The nightingale said the boy to be happy, and she tried to console the boy that she will build the rose out of the music by moonlight, and she will give color with her own heart's blood, and said that the boy will be the true lover. Students, hope you all understood the explanation. Am I right? Now, all of you read the next 4 paragraphs and find out the difficult words. Okay, hope you all read the text and identified the difficult words. Am I right? Now I'll give you a model reading. All of you listen attentively. The student looked up from the grass and listened, but he could not understand what the nightingale was saying to him, for he only knew the things that are written down in books. But the oak tree understood and felt sad, for he was very fond of the nightingale who had built her nest in its branches. Sing me one last song, he whispered. I shall feel when you are gone. So the nightingale sang to the oak tree, and her voice was like water bubbling from a silver jar. When she had finished her song, the student got up and pulled a notebook and a pencil. And when the moon shone in the heavens, the nightingale flew to the red rose tree and set her breast against the thorn. All night long she sang with her breast against the thorn, and the cold crystal moon leaned down and listened. All night long she sang, and the thorn went deeper and deeper into her breast, and her lifeblood ebbed away from her. On the topmost spray of the rose tree there blossomed a marvelous rose, petal following petal, as song followed song. Students, now shall we discuss the difficult words and their meanings? Okay, let's go. Bubbling. Bubbling means making bubbles. Crystal, a clear transparent substance. Lean, move into a sloping position. Ebbed away means flowed away. Spray, here spray means stem. Blossom, to produce flowers. Marvelous, causing great wonder. Petal means a part of a flower. Here you can see the picture of petals. Students, hope you all understood the meanings of the difficult words. Am I right? Now I'll give you the explanation. All of you listen carefully. The boy listened to the nightingale, but he could not understand what the nightingale was saying. He knew only the things that are written in books. But the oak tree understood everything and felt sad. He loved the nightingale who had built her nest in its branches. Here, the oak tree knew that the nightingale is going to sacrifice her life for a red rose. So, he asked the nightingale to sing a last song for him. Nightingale obeyed the oak tree. She sang to the oak tree. How was the voice of the nightingale described here? Yes, her voice was like water bubbling from a silver jar. When the nightingale had finished her song, the student got up and took a notebook and a pencil. When the nightingale saw the moon, she flew to the red rose tree and pressed her breast against the thorn. She sang all over the night. The moon leaned down and listened to her song. The thorn went deeper and deeper into her breast as she sang all night long. As a result of that, her blood flowed away from her, and there blossomed a beautiful rose on the topmost stem of the rose tree. Students, what happened here? Yes, a red rose blossomed here. So, hope you all understood the explanation. Am I right? All of you read the text thoroughly, and I'll ask you some questions in the next class. We will meet in the next class with the rest of the story. Okay, dear students, thank you all.